Hello everyone. How are we all doing? And welcome to Nosides Autumn Update. Now, what is this all about? Because I haven't done an update like this for a long time, and I think now is a right time to put something out to let you know what's been going on in my life and what my plans are, and why I've not been around, where have I been, why have I been so inconsistent, and so on and so forth. There is a lot of things I need to get out, a lot of things I need to talk about, but it won't all be doom and gloom, I promise. I just want to sort of sit here and talk to you as if I'm talking to you face to face, pretty much. It's not going to be as scripted. I do have some bullet point notes down on my phone for obvious reasons, because I'm known to forget things. My memory's like a goldfish. But anyway, let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with the sort of lower side of things. Basically, where have I been? I have been really burnt out. My mental health has taken a bit of a dip over the last sort of 6 months or so. I've been really struggling with motivation and keeping myself going. But, you know, I mean, I have done live streams. I did 3 live streams a week for 3 hours each time. And granted, I did have a great time. Every time I do a live stream, I do come out enjoying it. But at the end of each stream, I think what has let me down is seeing, you know, when you click on YouTube dashboard, when you click end stream, it comes up and tells you how many watch hours you got that live stream. And of course, as you know, I really want to do a push for YouTube Partner. And the thing that was getting me down was seeing 10 watch hours or whatever, you know. And the way I worked it out is like, if I did that, if I kept getting 10 to 15 watch hours, like, let's just say 15 for argument's sake, because it's usually between that, it is physically impossible for me to reach the 4,000 watch hour threshold in 365 days. It is physically impossible. The only way I could do it is if I streamed every single day for a minimum of 3 hours, and hope that I reach that amount, basically, because that's only a little bit more than 4,000. So obviously, the way I'm seeing it, it's not the best way to look at my time now. And I think I want to put more focus into other things that I know will do better than my live streams. Now, this doesn't mean I'm never going to live stream again. I will do live streams, but it won't be like a schedule thing. It'll be like, let's just say I did, let's just say 2 videos a month, and then say once or twice a month I do a little live stream, and it's more just sort of sit down, chat, have a laugh, watch funny videos, you know, memes, jokes, whatever. Maybe do some shiny hunting, do some community games, that sort of stuff. More of a community focused live stream over just I'm shiny hunting. Now, I'm still shiny hunting. I've done a lot of hunts off stream. I do need to tidy up my shiny deck though, because it's a little bit of a mess. But it is somewhere in the description, though. You will see it. But my goal of completing the shiny living decks is still on. I'm still doing that. So currently I'm off-stream shiny hunting for Celebi in Pokemon Crystal, which is a really long hunt to do. I'm doing that mainly because, as of recording this, there was the Team Showdown, Full Odds Showdown 2. I did apply to take part in that, but as I said, because of how burnt out I've been feeling and whatever, I decided it was best that I dropped out of it, unfortunately. But my plan is to take part in the next thing that they do, because I really do like Team Showdown. Their community's been absolutely amazing and very welcoming to me and very supportive. It's just really nice. I mean, when I put out a little message in their Discord server to explain that I'm just really burnt out at the moment, I had so much like support, because other creators in this in general, not even just in Pokemon or Nintendo, are very understanding of creator burnout. It's something that it's not something that people just like, oh, you're just being lazy, you know. You're like, burnout is a problem. Like, it's a real struggle, and that's just how I've been feeling the last 6 months. Even when I've done a live stream, I finished my live stream, you should see me. When I click end stream and I know that it's off, I take this big at the end, you know, and it's like, it's hard to see those numbers when you put so much time into it. So I'll get into kind of what my plan is from now a bit later in this video. So yeah, I've been thinking that something needs to change, but not in like a, you know, doom and gloom, it's depressing, you know, because there is a positive side to all of this, and I'm quite adamant and quite positive at the moment for what I want to do. But it's simply in a way of like, you know, let's make this fun again, but for you and for me. Whereas at the moment, you like enjoying my content, which is amazing, and I love you all for it. But I'm starting to not enjoy it, and you know, if I'm not enjoying it, you're not. So that's how I kind of see it, you know. So we'll start off with the live streams. Now, as I said earlier, I usually have been doing 3 streams a week, which I think I was doing Wednesday, Friday, and then a weekend day, if I remember rightly. I put in a stop to that completely. And I'll be doing maybe 1 or 2 streams a month. It won't be like a schedule thing. I'll just post out in Discord, oh, I'm going live now with such and such. Or where a Twitter, whatever, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, that's my kind of plan with that. I want to focus more on videos. So now, talking about videos, I am wanting to get into making more videos. There's a lot of videos I've had lined up for months, and obviously because of my burnout, I've just had no time or motivation to actually record them. Now I'm starting to sort of recover from that. I'm like, right, there's so many things I want to do, so many videos I have planned, so many ideas, so many creative ways I can talk about the industry that I love, which is Nintendo, Pokemon. You know, as you know, I love Kirby as well. I like Donkey Kong, you know. So I kind of want to focus my channel around that. My content will still probably be about 90% Pokemon and then like 10% other bits. I'll also be doing some sort of real life stuff as well. So things like, using as an example, I've had this series in mind for a while, is a like a challenge series as such in Pokemon Black and White, and then further forward do Black and White 2. Obviously there'll be more twists to that. I'll get into that another time when, you know, when I can actually make a start on it. So that's one video. Whether it be a series or just a full-length video in like highlight format, then so be it. I think they tend to do better than a series, to be fair, but anyway. You know, there's a few ideas that I've got in my mind, and the thing is, for many years I've wanted to be an editor. I love editing. I think editing is really fun. You can show off your artistic style through editing, and I think doing it for my channel would be great. And I'm excited. I've been learning so many new skills. I've had a lot of help from people like Pixel8 or Just Jamie, however you know him. I've got some good amount of help from him in the past. I've got some help by a few different YouTubers I watch as well. And obviously, if I'm ever stuck on anything, YouTube tutorials are your best mate. So, you know, it's one of those things. I'll get into that, though. I will figure that out. I will figure out a good schedule for that. But at the moment, there won't be like a set schedule. But my plan is to start off with a couple of videos a month. And then once I've kind of got a rhythm with it, then I will adopt some sort of like schedule for it. The way I see it is, instead of posting videos every day or like every week or whatever, it would be better to post videos, say, once or twice a month, and show off more creativity, because then I can spend more time, I can put more energy into it. I can also spread out my sort of working hours so that I can still have things like, you know, spending time with my girlfriend, which, you know, it's something, you know, or spending time with my mum or my family, you know. I think that would be really nice if I can sort of switch off from content to spend time with my personal life, and then switch off my personal life so I can focus on my content. That's not me saying I'm not myself in my videos and streams. I am myself. I mean, I'm chatting with you now. This isn't scripted at all. I've literally got bullet points on my phone, and that's it. That's what I'm working on. Now, there is one thing I do want to mention, and I posted a video, it was a couple of weeks ago, and not many of you probably will remember it or have seen it, because I did private it not long after posting. Now, when I posted it, I got about 50 views and I had about 12 comments, which, that ratio sounds amazing. But all the comments were a bit of an attack on me, which in a way, after having some thinking and whatever, is fairly justified. And when I say that, it's because I used some AI generated images in my my thumbnail, in my video as well. I used some AI generated content. Now, yes, AI is a great tool. I think it's an amazing tool, especially for things like helping with scripts and stuff like that. I think making images is not really something I want to continue using, because I think either making my own thumbnails or supporting the creators, which are in a way the beating heart of this community. You know, if it wasn't for artists to help people which have no artistic skills like myself, do you know what I mean? It's like, and if I'm honest, the sort of the things that were said to me weren't the right way to go about it, because people were quite literally telling me to, you know, but the sort of message behind it is justified. I can say that I hold my hand up, and say I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have used AI. AI is, as I said, a great tool for things like sorting out, you know, helping with scripts, or helping with notes, or you know, helping with like a structure of a video, or even just helping come up with ideas that you know, like a description that you want to send off to an artist to create. I think it's okay in that sense, but when you start using AI on a daily life for everything, then that's when it becomes fake in a way. But I mean, I use AI. I do use AI, and I'll admit that I use AI for things like my scripts, because I struggle with wording things. So having a script or some bullet point notes does help me a lot in the long run. So I'm going to continue using it for that. But for images, the only time I'll ever use it really for images is things like one time I posted a funny little meme thing, because I am affiliated with Pokemon.gg, which more information on that is in the description anyway. I made a little meme thing, and they released this new loads of new features in the space of like 2 days. So I put out a post and made an AI generated image saying how it feels when Pokemon.gg releases 10 new features in one go. And it was just like a man sitting there staring at his phone, bawling his eyes out, like cartoonified emotional, like, you know, that over the top anime crying sort of face. I think it's okay for them sorts of things, if I'm honest with you. But things like official content, like my videos and stuff, I'm putting a stop to it. It's not happening anymore. And I'm genuinely sorry if I upset anyone or any artists in the community for doing that. Now, on to the more positive side of this. I have this thing which has been in the works for about a year now, on and off, sort of planning, working out how I'm going to do it, so on and so forth. And there's still a lot of planning to go. So I don't expect to see this in this year, but my plan is to start it at the beginning of next year. That is my sort of deadline that I'm giving myself. And it is a Nintendo themed podcast. And what my plans are with it is to talk about everything and anything Nintendo, Pokemon, Kirby, Mario, Donkey Kong, whatever, Pikmin, I don't know. Anything, everything and anything Nintendo. Whether it be things that are controversial, things that are informative, exciting, new news, old news, you know, spoilers, you know, predictions, etc., etc. My plan is to get people on for as like guests for the podcast. They probably won't be like very often. It'll probably be something like once a month or something. But as I said, there's still a lot of planning to go into it. But that is kind of my plan with a podcast. I think a podcast would be something that because I'm very passionate about the Nintendo community, I'm very passionate about the Nintendo franchise. Although I've got some controversial sides, which I think will be good for this podcast, because then we can talk about these things and sort of get it out in the world, you know, get it out in the world, my opinions, my sort of side of things, but then also maybe like friendly debate with guests as well. So like I might have an opinion which I think, oh, Nintendo's doing this right, and they can say, well, no, I think they're doing that wrong, completely wrong, they need to change it. So I think it'll be good. And hopefully it works out. That's kind of my plans. I know YouTube has its own podcast feature, which I'm hoping to utilize, because I think it will do well, and I think it's great. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go. As I said, it won't be this side of this year. It'll probably be more beginning of next year. But I will, honestly, on all socials, I will let you know when it's coming. So just keep an eye out for that. And then on to Pokemon Legends ZA. As you know, it's coming out in just shy of a month. Like, I'm so excited for it. I'm genuinely buzzing for it. Legends ZA is going to be, I think, in my opinion, one of the best Pokemon games ever created. And I say this because it's so much more free. And when I say that, I mean, it's like before, previous Pokemon games, they focused so hard on the turn-based battling and the fact that it was kind of very structured, so they can also use it in the World Championships and stuff. Now, because they're bringing out Pokemon Champions, we've now got this new battle mechanic, which is completely different, and it's more closer to the anime than we've ever been. I think it's going to be great. The fact that you can make your Pokemon dodge, the fact you can, you know, it's no longer turn-based now, like sort of like charge-based, which I really do like it. I'll be honest with you. I think it would be really fun. Now, there are some controversial things, like the starters, for example, getting the Megas through doing the online battles and stuff. I think that is very controversial. I personally will be giving it a go. I might even live stream it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what my plan is for release day or release month, if you like. But what I will say is any video content from release day onwards, or you know, and anything that is a spoiler, basically. But what I'm going to do is, before each video for the first month after release, is there will be a spoiler warning at the start of the video and throughout the video wherever spoilers will be coming up. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I do respect people that, you know, might not be able to afford the game on release day and they wait for a little bit, or wait for like Black Friday or whatever. So I do respect people that don't want to see spoilers. So for the first month, I will be doing that. And like I said, any spoiler of anything, there will be a spoiler warning on the screen somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. But my coverage on it will be a lot. I have a lot of plans. I have about 30 videos I'm planning on doing for Legends. That's going to take me into the next generation. We will be on Gen 12 before I finish those 30 videos at this rate. But yeah, look, I think that's pretty much it for this sort of update, if you like, the sort of autumn update. Obviously, today is the first day of autumn in the UK anyway. I don't know what it is anywhere else, but in the UK, first day of autumn, or fall if you're from America. So yeah, as I said, it's been a hard year so far for me. It has been quite a hard year. The burnout was just getting worse and worse with every week. Anxiety has been through the roof. I've been really struggling with that. I mean, go back a couple of weeks, I was in the hospital because I had a very severe anxiety attack. I had the worst feeling chest pains I've ever had in my life. Eventually it got to a point where an ambulance had to be called, and I did go into the hospital to get some help because I was in a lot of pain. But outside of that, I'm all good now. I'm perfectly fine. I do struggle with anxiety still. Anxiety is still a problem, and I don't think it's something that should be sort of brushed off. It is a very serious thing and can lead to worse things. So, you know, it's something that needs to be helped and nurtured and supported. So just, you know, I'm hoping you understand what kind of where I've been, and don't hold it against me that I've been so inconsistent this last year. But I still have plans. I want to get YouTube partner. That is something I'm working towards, and I will still be pushing for it, because I think it would be a good thing to get, mainly because then the ad revenue that I generate will obviously be reinvested back into the channel. Things like, I want to do Pokemon TCG openings, but obviously having the money for that is easier said than done, especially now in this current market. Then there's also the fact that I'm trying to, you know, I want to start my own business as well, whether it be a small, you know, like side hustle thing or a larger scale thing. I haven't decided on that yet. I will put a link in the description actually of my sort of like a pitch really on what I'm doing. So if you want to read through that, you're more than welcome to. It's just on my YouTube posts. And yeah, it's I'm excited for this future of the No Side channel, and I also want to just say thank you so much to everyone who's supported me up until now. I mean, this time last year, I never thought I'd even see 4 digits on my channel, and here we are with just over 1,000, which I never expected I'd ever reach, and here we are. So it's a privilege. It is a massive privilege to be where I'm at, and this is just a start, in my opinion. This is just a start. Just it's a new journey, and I'm gonna push for it. So, you know, I hope you're here for the ride. But yeah, make sure to check out all my socials as well. Again, they'll all be down in the description below, including my Discord server, which is fairly quiet at the moment. I still need to do some tweaks to it to sort of, you know, make it a bit more engaging. But the basics are there. The sort of foundation is there now, so it's ready to go. You know, you can also choose your notifications. So if you just want my Twitter notifications, if you just want my YouTube notifications to say when I'm live, when I'm posting a video, etc., etc. Brilliant. So yeah, that'll be all down in the description. I would recommend going to check them out. My TikTok will be something I'm going to use as like so we'll post like highlights from streams or highlights from videos and stuff, but around that I'm planning on doing things where it's just like normal no side things, you know. Oh, what am I up to at the moment? Oh, I'm just going to the shops. Oh, I'm just going to Tesco's. Oh, I'm just going to the cinema, you know. Just normal no side things. Or if I just want to waffle about crap without having to set up my whole shebang, you know. We won't be starting kind of this thing yet. It'll probably be another month, because as you can see behind me, there is a lot going on. My room is kind of in the process of being moved around, and the reason why is the lack of space. I've got probably about I'm going to say about 2 foot behind me at the most to move. I've got not even that. It's not. I don't even think it's like 2 foot. No, I ain't got much room. So we're trying to move it all around, but there is it's a bit of a lengthy process because some bits need to be sorted, like that wall over there, for example. That way, yeah. This wall here had really bad mold on it because it's an outside wall, and the next door neighbour's house was being gutted out, and it was left there for 2 years with nobody in it. So obviously that side was rotting, so it was just rotting through into my wall. But we've sorted that now. As you can see, it's now painted. It's, you know, we got rid of the mold. Really cool stuff. We found it on Amazon. Really good stuff. Really helped. And we've painted it now, thanks to my mum, of course, for sorting that for me, because she's doing a lot in this room for me. IKEA is going to be my best friend. That's all I'm saying. There's going to be a little display wall over that side, because my desk is going to be on that side. So that will be behind me now. I haven't got the units yet, but we're getting there. But yeah, IKEA is going to love me because I'm going to get a load of Kallax units. Loads of Kallaxes with all my display stuff in it, and maybe a Pip-Plup shrine if I can get one, if I can figure out how I'm going to do it. But yeah, and then, you know, all bits got to be moved around. So like I said, there's a lot of things that need to be done, a lot of things that need to be worked on in this room. So obviously that's my focus at the moment. I'm also going away in about a week's time as well. So, you know, I need a little bit of a holiday. I think I deserve one, if I'm honest with you, the rubbish I've been through this year. That's pretty much it, yeah. So as I said, my TikTok will be a sort of everyday in Nosides life. So I might actually post some updates on that on there if that's something you're looking to see. Yeah, that's pretty much it then. I think on that note, I am going to love you and leave you. So if you look forward to the future of this year and the next year and the next journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on those push bell notifications so you never miss a new video or stream from me. Thank you again, everyone. I love you all. Seriously, you all mean the absolute world to me, and I'm not just saying that because I'm media trained. I genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart. You've supported me for years, and I love it. I love you all for it. And yeah, with that, everyone, you're not getting rid of this bit. I've been Nate. You've been great, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.